Have you ever wondered why data governance is crucial for your organization? Let's dive right in. First and foremost, imagine data as the lifeblood of your organization. It fuels every operation, every decision, every strategy. Just as clean, healthy blood is essential for our bodies, high-quality, secure data is vital for the health of an organization. That's where data governance comes in. It's the heartbeat that ensures the data flowing through your organization is clean, secure, and reliable. It's a set of principles and practices that ensure data quality, data security, and regulatory compliance. Think of data governance as the guardian of your data. It sets up checks and balances to ensure that the data in your organization is accurate, consistent, and secure. It's the watchtower that keeps an eye out for any threats, inconsistencies, or errors in your data. Why is this important? Well, high-quality data leads to high-quality decisions. It provides a solid foundation for your strategic planning, decision-making, and operations. It ensures that you're making decisions based on facts, not assumptions. It increases your organization's efficiency, effectiveness, and credibility. Moreover, in today's data-driven world, data security and regulatory compliance are more important than ever. Breaches in data security can lead to huge financial losses and damage to your organization's reputation. Non-compliance with data regulations can result in hefty fines and legal complications. Data governance helps you avoid these pitfalls. It ensures that your data is protected, secure, and compliant with all relevant regulations. It helps you build trust with your customers, stakeholders, and regulators. It gives you the peace of mind that your data is in safe hands. But data governance is not a one-time task. It's a journey, an ongoing process of continuous improvement. It's about constantly evolving and adapting to the changing data landscape. It's about striving for higher levels of data governance maturity. So whether you're a startup or a multinational corporation, data governance should be a top priority. It's not just about managing data, it's about unlocking its true potential. Understanding the importance of data governance paves the way for achieving higher levels of data governance maturity. Knowing the importance of data governance, let's delve deeper into the concept of a data governance maturity model. Just as a tree grows from a seedling to a mature fruit-bearing entity, so too does data governance within an organization. It evolves, matures, and should ideally become an integral part of the organization's DNA. That's where the data governance maturity model comes into play. The data governance maturity model is a strategic tool that provides a framework for understanding and assessing the current state of data governance within an organization. This model is built on the understanding that data governance is not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Different organizations have different needs, capabilities, and maturity levels when it comes to their data governance. The maturity model helps organizations map their data governance journey. It provides a clear picture of where an organization currently stands and outlines the path to where it could be. Just as a hiker uses a map to navigate a trail, the maturity model guides an organization along its data governance journey. Now, you may ask, how does it do this? The maturity model breaks down data governance into key areas or dimensions, such as data quality, data protection, data policies, and so forth. It then assesses the organization's capabilities in each of these areas. This assessment helps organizations identify their strengths, weaknesses, and areas of improvement. But the journey doesn't end there. The maturity model is not a static document, but a dynamic tool. As organizations evolve their data governance practices, their maturity level changes. The maturity model helps track this evolution, ensuring that data governance is not just a one-off project, but an ongoing process of continuous improvement. So, the data governance maturity model is more than just a tool. It is a compass that guides organizations on their data governance journey, helping them navigate the complex landscape of data management. Understanding the data governance maturity model is the first step towards advancing your data governance practices. Now that we know what a data governance maturity model is, we can explore its different stages. Imagine a journey, a quest for excellence in managing your organization's data. This journey is marked by 5 distinct stages, each representing a different level of data governance maturity. These stages are initial, managed, defined, quantitatively managed, and optimizing. Let's start with the first stage, the initial stage. This is where every organization begins its data governance journey. At this stage, data governance practices are sporadic and uncoordinated. There's a lack of standardized procedures, and often the organization is reacting to data issues rather than proactively managing them. It's like being in a wild forest where you're just trying to navigate your way through without a clear path. Next, we move to the managed stage. Here, the organization has recognized the importance of data governance and has started to implement some basic practices. There may be some level of data quality control, and the organization is beginning to see the value of data governance. It's like finding a trail in the forest and starting to follow it. The third stage is the defined stage. At this point, the organization has established clear data governance practices, roles, and responsibilities. There's a well-documented data governance strategy in place, and everyone knows their part in it. It's like having a map of the forest and knowing exactly where you're going. The fourth stage, the quantitatively managed stage, is where data governance becomes a core part of the organization's operations. Data governance practices are measured and controlled, allowing the organization to monitor its progress and make informed decisions. It's like having a compass and being able to navigate the forest with precision. Finally, we reach the optimizing stage. This is the pinnacle of data governance maturity. Here, the organization is continuously improving its data governance practices based on feedback and performance metrics. It's like not just knowing how to navigate the forest, but also understanding how to make the journey easier and more efficient for those who follow. Each of these stages represents a significant leap forward in an organization's data governance practices. They signify progress from a reactive approach to a proactive, strategic one, from chaos to order, from uncertainty to clarity. But remember, this is a journey. It's not about rushing to the finish line, but rather about understanding where you are, where you want to be, and the steps you need to take to get there. It's about recognizing the importance of data governance and making it a priority within your organization. Navigating through these stages of maturity can lead to significant improvements in your data governance practices. And with each step forward, you're not just improving your organization's data management, you're paving the way for better decision-making, greater efficiency, and ultimately success in the digital age. Knowing the stages is one thing, but how does an organization advance through these stages of data governance maturity? Let's imagine it as a journey that begins at the base of a mountain. The peak represents the pinnacle of data governance maturity, but getting there is not a simple uphill climb. It requires careful planning, commitment, and continuous effort. First, you need to assess where you are. This involves understanding the current state of your data governance. Are you in the initial stage, where data governance is non-existent or inconsistent? Or perhaps you're in the defined stage, where policies and procedures are clearly outlined but not yet fully implemented. Having a clear understanding of your current position is vital to charting the path forward. Once your current state is clear, the next step is to define your goals. These should be aligned with your organization's broader objectives. Whether it's improving data quality, ensuring regulatory compliance, or enhancing decision-making, your goals will guide the advancement through the stages of data governance maturity. The journey up the mountain of data governance. Maturity isn't a solo expedition. It requires the involvement of all stakeholders. This includes everyone from the top executives to the data entry specialists. Each person plays a critical role in ensuring data is properly managed and used. Leadership commitment is another crucial factor. Without the support and understanding of the organization's leaders, advancing through the stages can be like trying to climb a mountain without the proper gear. Leaders need to understand the value of data governance and be willing to invest in it. They should champion its cause, creating a culture where data is viewed as a valuable asset, to be protected and utilized effectively. Now let's talk about processes. Advancing through the stages requires the establishment and refinement of data governance processes. This involves creating policies, implementing procedures, and setting up structures that facilitate effective data governance. It also includes monitoring and measuring the effectiveness of these processes and making necessary adjustments along the way. Remember, this journey is not a race. It's about making steady progress, one step at a time. There might be setbacks and challenges, but these are opportunities for learning and improvement. It's about embracing a mindset of continuous improvement, where the goal is not just to reach the peak, but also to maintain the high standards once you're there. And finally, communication is key. Regularly communicate the progress, successes and challenges to all stakeholders. This not only keeps everyone informed, but also helps to maintain momentum and enthusiasm for the journey. Advancing through the stages of data governance maturity is a journey that requires dedication and concerted effort from the entire organization. It's about reaching the peak and then setting your sights on the next mountain to climb. Because in the realm of data governance, there's always room for growth and improvement. Data governance is not a one-time effort. It requires continual improvement and evolution. But why is that the case? Let's think about it. Our world is not static, it's dynamic, constantly changing and evolving. The same is true for the world of data. The landscape of technology, regulations and business needs is in a constant state of flux. As a result, data governance practices must also evolve to stay relevant and effective. Imagine for a moment a world where technology never changes. In such a world, a static approach to data governance might be sufficient. But we don't live in such a world. New technologies are emerging all the time, changing the way we collect, store, process and utilize data. These changes necessitate an evolution in our data governance practices to ensure we harness these new technologies effectively and responsibly. Regulations, too, are ever-changing. As our understanding of data and its implications evolves, so do the laws and regulations that govern its use. These changes require organizations to regularly reassess and update their data governance practices to ensure compliance. And let's not forget about the changing business needs. As organizations grow, diversify and adapt to the changing marketplace, their data needs also evolve. They may need to collect different types of data or use existing data in new ways. This requires a continual reassessment and improvement of data governance practices to ensure they align with the organization's current and future needs. In essence, continuous improvement and evolution in data governance is not just a choice, it's a necessity. It's about staying agile, adaptable, and ready to leverage the power of data in the most effective, ethical, and compliant way possible. It's about ensuring that your data governance practices are not just fit for today, but are also ready for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow. Embracing the concept of continuous improvement can help your organization stay ahead in this data-driven world. We've discussed a lot today, so let's take a moment to summarize the key points. In the realm of data management, the importance of data governance cannot be overstated. It serves as the cornerstone of every successful organization, ensuring that data is managed as a valuable resource. Data governance provides a framework for data quality, data protection, data privacy, regulatory compliance, and business process management. Without a solid foundation in data governance, organizations risk making decisions based on inaccurate or inconsistent data, leading to potential operational, financial, and reputational damages. We delved into the concept of the data governance maturity model, a tool that helps organizations assess their current state of data governance and plan their future trajectory. This model offers a roadmap for data governance evolution, highlighting the key components required at each stage and providing a clear vision of what an advanced data governance framework looks like. We discussed the stages of data governance maturity, starting from the initial stage where data governance is non-existent or ad hoc, moving through the stages of awareness, repeatable processes, managed data governance, and finally to the optimized stage. Each stage represents a step forward in the maturity of an organization's data governance, with increasing levels of formalization, standardization, and automation. Advancing through these stages is not a one-size-fits-all process, nor is it a linear journey. Different organizations may advance at different paces and may even need to revisit previous stages to address gaps or refine their processes. It's essential to recognize that advancing through the stages requires a commitment to continuous improvement and evolution. We underscored the importance of continual improvement and evolution in data governance practices. This involves regular assessments of the organization's data governance maturity, identifying areas for improvement, and implementing changes as required. Continuous improvement is not just about fixing problems, but also about seeking opportunities to enhance data governance practices and making proactive changes to adapt to the evolving business environment and regulatory landscape. The key takeaways for stakeholders, including data managers, are clear. First, understand the importance of data governance and embrace it as a strategic imperative. Second, use the data governance maturity model as a guide to assess your current state and plan your future path. Third, be aware of the stages of data governance maturity and strive to advance through these stages. And finally, commit to a culture of continual improvement and evolution in your data governance practices. Remember, advancing your data governance practices is a journey, not a destination. It's about continual improvement and evolution to meet the changing needs of your organization.